Hello, I'm Dr. Marvin Jones, and I'm the director of the Center for Christ, Faith, and Culture located at Dauphin Way Baptist Church. At Dauphin Way and at our center, we are preparing for the next Christ, Faith, and Culture Conference. In February, we will be discussing the relationship between the nation of Israel and the church. Ever since October 7, 2023, Israel has been the focal point of the Middle East and the whole world. And the response from theologians and pastors and churches has been varied. And so the goal of the conference will be to have a better understanding of God's overall program for the church and the nation of Israel and how we relate to one another. Our conference will review the Old Testament covenants that actually created the nation, and we will learn about the Old Testament paradigm that functioned as a barometer for the spiritual health of the nation. The conference will briefly review the nation's failure under their kings and their ultimate demise. And so that portion of the conference will simply be an overview of the nation, not an in-depth analysis. The heart of the conference will concentrate on the present nation. We will determine if the Old Testament promises are still in place for Israel to inherit them. We will evaluate the nation's status with God. How do they stand in relationship to God? Will there be a time in the future when Israel will accept Jesus Christ as the Messiah on a corporate, or I should say national level? Those are questions we're going to be reviewing. For that matter, does the church support the fact that God may have a plan for Israel? You know, in previous generations, the church has supported Zionism. That is, the church and even the United States government supported Jewish people who wanted to return to Israel. Do we still do that as a church? Is that our role, to help people go back to Israel? In the college campuses of America, we have seen it over and over again. There has been an overt anti-Semitic discrimination towards Jewish students by other students, unfortunately some faculty, and a tolerance and even an acceptance of anti-Semitism by some college administrators. The question is, why the hatred of the Jewish ethnic group, and why has it gone unchecked? What's going on in our culture that we need to be aware of? The conference will do an overview of the church's relationship to Israel, starting with the Old Testament and the New Testament, and ending with the current status of the nation itself. Of course, the conference will deal with the end times, but only in a cursory way. Please join us at Dauphin Way Baptist Church as we continue to work on the Center of Christ, Faith, and Culture in February, and we'll give you more information about the date and the time.